Can I ask, like, what Palestine has to do with Indigenous deaths in custody?
I'm really interested in this, man.
You're not interested? You're not being transparent to me, so why should I be transparent to you? Standing out in the rain here. Is there any reason why you guys are standing here? Hello, how are you? So they're just mentioning that something was thrown. So they're getting a bit upset about this glass bottle.
Filming at all when that incident happened?
No, I saw it, but I didn't.
Did you see
Saw him throw it. Yeah. Just to let you know, if you think I'm a foe, okay, just let you know this. I was the one that witnessed that bottle be thrown. I've given my information to the police.
Thank you, appreciate that.
So because that's not on. What is going on, guys? It is JT Audits. We are back here at Town Hall in the Sydney CBD. Today is the 1st of November 2025, and today there is something different. It is a rally and protest organised by the Black Caucus in relation to Indigenous deaths in custody. Now that starts at about midday here at Town Hall, but at the moment we're just hanging out. It's about just gone past 11 o'clock, but sort of just got here and was having a look around, and a whole heap of police has showed up, as you can see. So we're just going to hang out here, and yeah, I'll come back when something interesting happens. But let's go. And here we've got the beautiful St Andrew's Cathedral, just next to Town Hall. Then over there we have Town Hall. Alright, so we've come down the end of where the Queen Victoria building is, where I was explaining before. And you've got Town Hall just here, and St Andrew's Cathedral. So we've got some Aussie flags up here for... I'm not too sure what this is for. Some more police down this end. Alright, so it's about 11:30 here, and some people I've spoken to just off camera are a bit annoyed because of organisers haven't showed up yet. So the police are here and some people are here. A lot of tourists as usual. I guess this is one of the main sort of touristy hubs in Sydney. Well, it's about 1:45. Still chilling out. Old mate in the red over there. I'm charging over to me. I have no idea what he's talking about. So, got some more police presence. Hasn't really changed. Although we do have the Students for Palestine. It looks like Student Strike for Palestine on one of the shirts. So, I'm going to go for a walk. I still don't think the Black Caucus, I think that's what it's called, is here yet. But we'll go for a walk and see what's going on. Not for sure what Palestine has to do with black deaths in custody, but anyway. Which is what they're protesting about today, is the Indigenous deaths in custody. Predominantly the Northern Territory government, but I believe it's happening widespread. We've got a bit of music over there by old mates, chilling out. But as you can see, there's a lot more police than there are people here. So we'll go for a walk down towards the Queen Victoria building. A bit of police chilling on the stairs. A bit more police there. So there's not much really going on. And down to the Jesus in the reason of the season. Jesus loves you. With the flag. And some more police down there. It's pretty much where we're at the moment. Yeah, a bit of doggo action. Love a bit of doggo action. So I've done some calculations, and at the moment I've counted about 38 police here, and it's probably much less protesters here at the moment. So think of that in relation to your tax. I'll round it up to 40 to be generous. Maybe I missed a couple. I sort of just counted them all just to see how many. But yeah, I'll round it up to about 40 just to be generous. Let's go ask the police here. I'm going to generally just ask. Right. Can I ask like what Palestine has to do with Indigenous deaths in custody?
I'm not interested in this, man.
You're not interested? You're usually pretty vocal though, so I'm not trying to catch you out, I'm just wondering.
Oh yeah, I'm not interested in this conversation. Yeah.
Well, it's a free country, I could stand here. No? No, don't want to have anything to say. Maybe there's someone that we can ask. Who's in charge of you guys here? Can I ask somebody? Can I ask somebody who's in charge of you? No. All scared there, looks like. I just generally want to know what Indigenous deaths in custody has to do with Palestine. No one really wants to... No one really wants to say anything. Old mate wants nothing to do with me. I generally want to know. Can I ask you what Palestine has to do with Indigenous deaths in custody? But you guys are so vocal. What's a socialist? Can I ask that? No? And he's got the human rights shirt on. Can I ask you, mate, what can I ask you just what Indigenous deaths in custody and Palestine have to do with each other? I know there's a lot of Palestine people here. And, no, I'm just filming for myself.
Well, who are you?
Who are you?
You're just a random person who's come to us.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking to random people, handing out things, looking like you're signing people up.
I'd like to know who you're filming for.
Well, I'm filming for myself.
So what do you do with it?
What do I do with it?
Yeah.
Well, it depends.
Well, okay. I'm not so interested to talk to someone who's not very transparent about who they are and what they're doing with it.
You're not being transparent to me, so why should I be transparent to you? None of you are being transparent. You guys are usually very like vocal, and then I'm asking you. I'm not being hostile. Have I been hostile to you? How? I'm just asking you a general question. I can answer you that.
Who you were and what you're doing.
So my name's Jay. Okay, and I video, so I go around videoing, and then it goes on my Instagram or my YouTube or my TikTok. I don't cut anything, I don't paste anything, it just goes out as one video. I film protests. I was there at Marrickville a few months ago. Every week I'm at the Palestine ones, I'm always at. So, but
I'm just asking if you're affiliated with anyone. You know?
I'm not affiliated, I'm centered. I'm a man of God. So people know that for my videos I'm a man of God.
You're a man of God. Which God's that?
What God's that? There's only one God, but anyway.
What's that?
There's only one God to me.
So you're a Christian or something?
Yeah. What's that have to do with anything
No, I'm
though?
just asking.
What are you? Can I ask what you are?
I'm a socialist. I'm an atheist.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
A lapsed Catholic if you want to be.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, so you grew up Catholic? No, I mean, like a lot of us
I went to
did.
Catholic school.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that would sort of make you kind of Catholic then, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, you're being cool. I'm trying to be cool to you. I'm not trying to catch you out on anything. Like I said, I'm not going to cut and paste anything. That's not what I do, man.
There's lots of weird.
I get it.
People
Yeah.
who go around and do these things.
Well, I can confirm that I'm not far right. I'm not far left either. What I call centred. Like I mean, I've spoken to someone before about Palestine, and to me personally, I don't think anybody should die, regardless if they're Palestinian, Israelis, Christians, Muslims, anything in between. I don't think anybody should die. I think there should be. It's easier said than done, obviously, but there should just stop altogether and let's talk about it. You know, because when you stop talking, that's when there's violence, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's also you have to recognise that there are long-standing historical. Well, it's not even that long-standing. I mean, I think you can exaggerate that, but
Yeah.
you've got a situation. I think of effectively colonial settler sort of occupation, very similar to what happened to Indigenous people in Australia. So,
Right, okay.
I think simply saying to people, oh, you know, you should sit down and talk. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's easy for us to say that here, and I think, you know, we can do that here, but it's a lot harder if you're living under a military occupation. You know?
Well, okay, yeah, well, I'll give you that one. But I mean, I talked to a lot of people that are Palestinian and Israeli, and a lot of them just want peace. You know, like they don't want war, they don't want this.
Everyone,
No one wants to live in a war, right? Like,
Are you recording this one? Or is that-
yeah, I mean, I record everything. I told you that when I walked over, you know, but.
Sure.
But, yeah, like, I mean, man with camera up, facing, right? So, I mean, you can just assume we're in public. But, no, I'm just generally, I mean, fair enough, you know, but like I said, me personally, I don't think anybody should die regardless of their beliefs or religions.
Sure.
You know, like, I think that too many innocent people have died on either side regardless. I think that we should just all come together. And I think Trump's done probably the first step to try to at least we can look at the hostages on both sides
I
have been
think
released.
it's hard to take seriously when you've got a guy who's been, you know, funding the arms and sending the arms to one side. That's
Yeah.
genocide. Like, how can you trust that person to?
Well,
I think if you
actually-
look at actually what Trump is doing. Okay, he's got a certain interest in slowing down. I don't think particularly stopping.
Yeah.
You know, the violence. I mean, look what's happening with the ceasefire. You've just had a couple of days ago, Israel found this little excuse to bomb and kill another 100 people, and the Trump administration's response was, oh, it's just a little skirmish, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay, we're fine with that, you know. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a serious, you know, support for peace, I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yeah. I mean, I think it's still too early to tell. You know, like.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Trump's thing is it's quite clear, I think, you know. And I think the truth is he shares Israel's basic aims. He's on their side, you know, like he wants an immediate, you know, halt to the bombing, but actually supports and is willing to prosecute Israel's basic war aim, which is we want to completely obliterate, wipe out Hamas, we want them disarmed. That's what he says. He's even said, you know, well, if they don't disarm, you know, and just give over their weapons, we'll do it violently if we have to. You know, like
Yeah,
he's in favour of restarting the war, and I think it's not a serious proposition to say Hamas, you know, should disarm. Like they've got a right under international law. Palestinians do as a.
But they're a terrorist organisation, though. Wouldn't you agree with that?
I don't agree with them being listed as a terrorist organisation. No, I think
Really?
they're fundamentally, you know.
So what do you talk October 7th then?
What's that?
October 7th. What was that? Is that a terrorist event?
I think I'm not in favour of armed struggle, but I think you have to understand the situation that people are living in, of like brutally oppressive conditions, being held at near starvation for, you know, since 2006, you know, like almost 20 years.
Right.
You know, you've got a situation of horrible kind of oppression and regular wars where Israel like routinely every few years kill, you know, a few thousand people in Gaza. You know, that's the source of the violence in, you know, in terms of what's happening. I think this idea that it's like, you know, somehow Hamas is to blame for what's going on is ridiculous. Like they're a reaction to the fundamental problem of colonial occupation, of Israel's project of, you know, trying to steal Palestinian land and, you know, push Palestinians into more and more, you know, horrible conditions in isolated little refugee camps. You know, like that's the issue that has to be dealt with.
Okay. Well, no. Well, at least I'm glad that we can have a chat, at least, and you know, be on the open. And I'm going to leave you to it, but you know, I'll give you a shake. My name's Jay, but nice to meet you. And
Happy filming.
enjoy the rest of your. Yeah, I'll try. See ya. Well, at least one of them decided to have a chat to me, and yeah, and that's what I always talk about is open dialogue and having a discussion. And a lot of these guys don't want to have an open dialogue and don't want to have a discussion, and you have one of them that want to have an open dialogue and discussion, and we can sort of see some sort of middle ground. So, yeah. Anyway, it is now just on midday, I think, if that clock is right. And we have much more police here than we do protesters. But the trains are horrible. I imagine the roads are horrible because the trains are horrible. So, I'm sure they'll slowly turn up. Oh, Mr. Lees is here. Well, the rain's starting to come down, and a bit more people have showed up now. Umbrellas out. Yeah, I'm sort of just trying to stay under these trees, but not at the same time because of the pigeons up there, and what I call them is the rats of the sky. And you don't really want to be standing underneath them because they will just go to the bathroom all over you. So I'm just trying to stand out of the way, but not particularly under those trees. Alright, let's go for a walk to the other side, but what I'm going to do, instead of going past the crowd, I'm going to go down. So if you're not too familiar with Town Hall, there's the Town Hall itself. Steps go down into the railway station, and there's a shopping centre underneath. For many years now, even when I was a teenager, this has sort of been the hot spot for where unfortunately, the homeless of Sydney camp. I mean, it goes into the shopping centre down there. On the right hand side here, you go down to the railway station if you're not too familiar. And unfortunately for most, even me being a teenager, this was always a hot spot for the homeless, unfortunately. So, trying to keep the warmth, especially in winter. That's to my UK and probably some of the US viewers. Our winters here are probably nothing like yours. Alright, so come up the other side. It's the beautiful Queen Victoria building there. And here's the other side. There's a bit of music playing, so I will come back to you. Alright, well, it's starting now. Back on the other side again, going for our walk. More police on this side.
Aboriginal destiny custody, you know. There needs to be more recommendations from the frontline people to make sure that this never happens again. The justice system has failed us miserably. When the boats come through Botany Bay to the harbour,
we've got the socialist groups here handing out some propaganda.
Our people have smoke signals all the way up to the north, all the way down to the south. And this is very important that I take this message to you today, because our people were always here, always was.
As the rain starts to open up,
Come to the mic, brother, and tell them your plight.
go for a walk. Definitely the rains are coming.
I'm Paul. I call myself a neighbour.
On this part.
What I'm about, what my grassroots. We are a nation.
Go see what this agenda is all about, eh? Sort of over to the side. I think it was supposed to be Town Hall steps, or maybe it was always to the side. Standing out in the rain here. Make of that what you will. Definitely rain is here.
there was no treaty. There was never
Yeah.
written
Of course it has to rain.
consent given by Bradley, including Wingradine. Wingradine is documented as
Let's have a chat, eh? God bless you, my friend. Is there any reason why you guys are standing here? Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So you were at the rally last week as well, so
Which one?
the pad rally.
Hyde Park? Ah, yeah. That's,
So I
yeah.
just want to just get a face, get moved.
What's that supposed to mean? You know, your face isn't covered this week. Your face isn't covered this week. It was last week. Okay, bye-bye. You're a strange lady. How are you guys? Try not to get too wet, yeah? They want to do...
set last year.
Yep.
Raggie's
Oh, here she comes again.
we're demanding our rightful lands back.
I did say that. So they're just mentioning that something was thrown. I didn't get it on film, but I did see there was a bunch of kids that were down there, and then they ran into the railway station. So they're getting a bit upset about this glass bottle. They went into the railway station. Little kids.
Oh, those scumbags.
What they're worried about is there was a glass bottle thrown. I believe they went into the railway station. I did see them. As I turned to look, one of them shot it, trying to be a hero. And then they scattered into the railway station. They were like 15, I reckon. Go for a walk this way, so let's go and walk these police walking. Let's make sure there's no trams got to hit us.
And today we still see no justice. 44 years, and I stand here as the next generation from this injustice, still fighting the same battle that my grandparents fought. I stand here still speaking the same opposition.
Hey, what they're talking about with the bottle thrown, I saw the kids that threw that bottle. There was about 5 of them dressed in black, but they all ran into the town hall.
Oh, they're underneath. Yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, it's not on, guys. Regardless of your opinion or whatever. Regardless of your opinion, you don't need to throw bottles and effectively a glass bottle is like a weapon, right? He's just got to antagonise the crowd. So hopefully these young kids realise that they're going to upset people. And effectively it's a weapon. But regardless of whoever it was, they shouldn't be throwing glass. It's not on that. Back over here where the music is. And the thing is that I actually saw the group. I could see their bottom of their feet down the bottom of the stairs. And then, yeah, no, they're only kids, 15 I reckon. Anyway, cops are a little bit on alert now. Still got the flag out here.
stand here today as a proud Dunguddi Aboriginal Command next to Marty, Nicky Fernando.
Please,
We stand the unwavering
we'll scan
solidarity
them
with
now.
the family, friends and community of Stanley Russell. A proud Aboriginal man whose life was taken a police shooting inside his own home where he was shot dead by police. He was then handcuffed and further on brutalised while he was incapacitated. They threw his body around like it was nothing while he was unresponsive on the fucking ground. They then further went on to search him for weapons rather than giving him first aid and medical treatment. Here with his family, with his loved ones today, laughing, living, walking on country. Instead,
What is going on over there?
his name joins.
Hen's kind of night.
His name joins a long list of our people whose lives have been stolen by the state, neglect, and people that won't hold these police officers and corrective officers to account. Stanley's death is not an isolated tragedy. It reflects the constant and ongoing struggles, deaths in custody and brutalisation of not just First Nations people, but all people from all walks of life that are a target by this system. We honour Stanley today in spirit, and we stand with the family in strength, we stand with them in courage, and we remind the nation that we will not be silent, we will not bow down, and we will continue to fight for what's right. The Stanley family and many of us. Okay, so this next statement I'm going to read out is in relation to a person by the name of Kumanjai White. For those who don't know, you might remember working within the court proceedings, punishing
walk back down the other end.
Kumanjai White's father, the police prosecutor who killed a young 23-year-old male in the community, is prosecuting his father. What the fuck? Uncle Ned says, how is this possible? They must be stood down immediately. We know if an Aboriginal person had done this, they would be behind bars in a snap of the fingers. As a matter of fact, they'll probably have their fucking head blown off just because they're black. They wasn't Uncle Ned.
Were you filming at all when that incident happened?
No, I saw it, but I didn't.
Did you see who?
They were
Girl,
like,
boy,
no, there was
kids?
boys. They were about 15, 16. It was about Lebanese, maybe Middle Eastern.
Okay.
They were sort of hanging down the stairs there.
Do you have anything that before that, even in your footage?
No, I sort of watched them because I thought that might be the case of what they were going to do,
Yeah.
and I was going to go, yeah, and then I was going to film because I just had a gut feeling as soon as I went to pull it, I saw the bottle come.
Damn.
So,
Okay, so it's saying
no,
15? How many?
yeah, there was about 5 or 6 of them.
Middle Eastern,
For those who don't know much about the CLP government,
Shorts.
He just gets in.
Nah.
uses those
You saw them before it happened. I thought they looked like sus, what's going to go happen.
And then I saw him throw it. Yeah. No, because I was on that side looking down underneath, and I just had a gut feeling, and no one should throw it. I mean, it's a weapon, a glass bottle. Yeah.
It almost hit the boy. It hit the other lady over there that gave me the piece of glass, some of the glass.
And then basically they ran underneath into the railway station.
Were they standing on the steps?
They were on here, the top of the stairs. Yeah, behind sort of the Jesus
Oh,
signs.
so they were actually all the way there.
Where that camera is, I reckon that would have got them.
and we need your own
Okay, that might be a good shot.
Stand with the Northern Territory community. Stand with the mob on the ground.
Can we get, just to be able to help our people, like my mob, get justice? We just need someone to say they saw it because she's upset.
Yeah, I guess
Mum's
so.
upset because it almost hit her son.
That's
this March.
yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't agree with snitching normally, but you know.
no, me too. But I'm just a photographer. But I don't think a glass bottle should be thrown, regardless.
No, it's not okay, is it? No.
Regardless, like it's a.
It's a peaceful rally. And
Well, I mean, it's a weapon, so you know.
thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm going to turn this off while these officers talk to me, and I'll come back. Well, we're back. So yeah, so the short story is there was a bottle thrown by a bunch of kids. I'm not going to talk about it too much because it's sort of, you kind of see what transpired. Unfortunately, I did miss it. It was a glass bottle and it unfortunately almost hit a child. And because I've seen it, yeah, they were quite upset. And look, at the end of the day, like I said before, you know, I'm just a photographer filming, and regardless of whatever, you shouldn't be throwing anything. And it could have hurt somebody. So, yeah, I just spoke to the police and provided my details. And yeah, this is one of the times where I think that it's warranted, considering what happens. So, yeah, we'll see what comes out of it. But anyway, we'll go back to filming.
Always was, always will be. Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be. Aboriginal land.
I should have filmed it though. I should have. I had just a gut feeling that it was going to kick, that they were going to do it. Anyway, we'll leave that there and we'll just see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay. I'd like to also speak on behalf of the Mark Mason family. Mark Mason was fatally shot by police in Walgett. Unfortunately, the family can't be here today, but this highlights the systematic issues of police in
over here. It's just very squashy between the trams and the people. The trams will not stop.
The first thing that they go to, the first point of contact is their gun.
Over here.
They grab their gun and they feel that it's appropriate to empty not only one bullet, but in many circumstances that I've seen, more than a fucking full.
Oh, we're going for a walk again. That song. Still got the ladies over there. Looks like they're going on their hens night, all dressed up. We got one in the white for bride to be, I'd imagine. Good luck to them. Hopefully it's a long and healthy and happy marriage. Now we'll go this way because I could see something else over here.
Families that deal with death in custody, no matter what the situation may be, whether or not it's in prison, running.
Deaths in custody for the Indigenous people. Over on this side, the flag person has moved, but we've got the Ukrainian flags. Ukrainian resistance has shown up. Not too sure what they're here for. Looks like they've got setting up a stall and handing out some things alongside the Australian flags. Bit of police action over here. Got some bikes. Yeah. Bikes have got liveries on them. That's cool. Yeah, filming.
And his
as well before.
Just listen to your fucking racist, we know what it is. So, the government points, calls us to blame, labelling my people with shame after shame, criminal, drunk, jobless, unfit. But it's their system that built this fucking shit. Their boats came rolling in, puffed with pride, thought they wiped us out, made culture high. But 237 years down the line, we're still on country, still shining, still fucking fine. They tried their missions, they tried their laws, they tried their change, policies written by heartless fools, stolen kids, stolen wages, stolen grounds, but we're still present, speaking and dancing and fucking loud. They continue to lock us up just for kicking around, policies written to keep us down, police on our necks in every fucking town. I'm a young man, but I see it clearly. They profit from our land and pain in fucking mass, year after year. They look at our skin and think they know, but they don't hear the rivers flow. They don't feel the dust beneath our feet, or the songlines where our ancestors meet. Their racist mouths can spit names and lies, but they stay blind to the truth before their fucking blind eyes. This brown skin carries fire, and grounded, every heartbeat is country sound. They see a crime when they see my face, forgetting that their fucking putrid forefathers invaded this fucking place. They call us drunks, they call us lost, ignoring their land, their greed as cost. They brand us jobless, shame our name, yet still steal our land, feel the fucking blame. They paint us broken, weak and small, but we're stood tall. For 237 years we haven't fucking fall. They can try every chain they try to bind. We carry culture, some mind in mind. No prison wars, no poison lies can dim the fire in our fucking people's eyes. You can say and keep saying that we're troubled, drunk and poor, but our stories live long before your little fucking fairy tale lore. Fuck the police, fuck the government, stop Aboriginal deaths in custody, stop killing our kids, stop taking our lands. Real justice starts with First Nation justice. Now let's take our fucking streets back.
Alrighty guys, so they're going to march now. I'm not going to follow the march. I'm sort of just here for the rally. That's probably going to be about it. I'm not too sure where they're going. Imagine that way. Hey, just to let you know, just to let you know, if you think I'm a foe, okay, just let you know this. I was the one that witnessed that bottle be thrown. I've given my information to the police. So because that's not on, right?
It's not. So
right, and that's a weapon, right? I've given my. I was about 5 or 6 young boys between 15 and 16. Around down there, but I did give my information to the police, and I'm willing to help with the investigation because that's not on.
Okay, appreciate
that. Yeah, right. So I'm not a foe.
Just keep seeing you at stuff and you're filming people, and you know.
Yeah, I just film everything, but at the end of the day, something like that, regardless, shouldn't be on. Yeah, so that's why I gave my
Who are you affiliated with?
myself. So I just go out and film everything.
You must understand when people keep rocking up to rallies and they're filming people and they're zooming in on people and all this sort of stuff. It's a bit dodgy, right?
I mean, if you come up and
come to the PAG rallies, they do that.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing you here. I'm a bit
if people come up to me and have a conversation, they realise, they go, oh, actually, you're not a foe,
Yeah.
right? So at the end of the day,
I just, you know, you're filming.
I get that. I get that. But at the end of the day, like, I film everything that goes on. Unfortunately, I missed that because I saw it all happen and I had a gut feeling it was going to happen, right? And then it just all happened so quickly. But I was happy to give my information to the police to help out, okay? Because that's not on, yeah? And I was going to hit a young child, you know? So to me, regardless, I'm a person of peace. I'm a person of God. You know, I don't have any agenda or any side. Okay.
Appreciate you explaining that.
Okay. You have a good day though. God bless. Alright, so they're going to march. I'm not too sure which way they're going to march, but I'm not going to really follow the march. Maybe they're going this way. Alright. There's a tram coming. Okay, so they're marching down George Street, it looks like. So I'm not going to follow. Off they go that way. So that's what it's got to be. Yeah, guys. This has been JT Audits. We'll let them go and do their thing. And yeah, so this has been JT Audits. Feel to subscribe, like. At the end of the day, like I said, we're just here for peace and a man of God. So make sure you subscribe, guys, like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.